Imagine walking into a village where every house is warm, every fire is still burning, every meal is half-eaten, and every single person is gone. No footprints, no tracks, no bodies, nothing, just silence. This is the story of the village that heard a sound from the sky and then vanished. The story begins in a remote mountain valley, surrounded by endless snow. A tiny village, barely 60 people, lived there for generations. No roads, no cars, just wooden homes, lanterns, and the sound of wind. But one winter evening, something happened that had never happened before. Around midnight, villagers heard a sound. Not thunder, not wind, not an avalanche. Witnesses described it as a deep metallic trumpet echoing across the mountains. A long, vibrating roar, like the sky itself was cracking open. It lasted exactly 11 minutes. Then it stopped, and the valley went still. The next morning, a traveling merchant arrived. He expected to see people working outside, chopping wood, feeding animals. Instead, the entire place was silent. He went to the first house. The front door was open. A pot of stew was boiling on the fire, bubbling over, but there was nobody inside. He checked the second house. Same thing. Warm fire, food on the table, chairs knocked over as if people stood up suddenly. By the time he searched the fourth house, he realized everyone was gone. Animals were still tied outside. A dog barked endlessly, starving. Clothes were hung to dry. Lanterns were lit. But not a single villager. Not even footprints leaving the settlement. Just nothing. More travelers arrived and helped search the valley. They found footprints that started and then stopped in the middle of a snowy field. Not blown away, not covered, just ending. Tracks leading out of homes, then fading like the people simply lifted straight into the air. They searched the frozen river. No cracks, no bodies. They searched the forest. Only silence. Inside one house, the group found something even stranger. A message carved into a wooden table. Freshly scratched, rough, uneven. It said, "It came from above." Some believed it was an avalanche, but there were no signs of one. Some believed it was wolves, but there was no blood. Some said it was a mass migration, but villagers left everything behind. Food, tools, clothing, children's toys. But the elders from the surrounding region, they whispered something different. They said the villagers didn't disappear. They were taken. Not by the mountains, not by the river, but by the thing that made the sound. A thing that came from the sky. To this day, the village remains abandoned. Fires long gone cold. Doors left open. Utensils still sitting on tables. As if time froze in the moment they heard the sound. No bodies were ever found. Not a single person was ever seen again. And as for that strange trumpet from the sky, it was never heard before, and never heard again. So the only question left is, what did they hear that night? And why did it take an entire village without a trace? Some mysteries are never solved. This one may never have an answer.